Just a brief introduction. I think you've all heard this story already. but if not, I started trying to learn how to trade maybe about 10 years ago. And I went through many courses, and I bought different packages of software and spent lots of money and didn't really achieve what I was looking for. And what I was looking for is something simple that works, can help make some money, and then I don't mind paying for all the courses and things like that because I'm making some money. But I really didn't achieve that. I did become profitable trading maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, and primarily trading options, equity options. And I still trade them today, but my focus is more and more going towards Forex. Now, about 3 to 4 years ago, I started learning about Forex. And in fact, of course, Dan and Wendy, we were studying it together a couple of years ago, trying to find a way to trade it well. I also spent money learning how to trade Forex. And over the couple of years, I've traded on the 5-minute charts, the 15-minute charts, the 1-hour charts, the 4-hour charts, and now I trade on the daily charts. But what happened about, say, a year and a half to 2 years ago, when we were having our meetings, we were looking at the daily chart and saying, this Forex really trends. It'll trend for 6, 7, 8, 9 months, a year and a half. And if you found a way to get in over here and you got out over here, you would make a whole bunch of money. But the big question was, how do you get started? How do you find out when it's going to start trending? And last December, in another trading group that we attend down in San Diego, they meet once a month. There was a presentation by one of the people on what's called turtle traders. And the turtle traders were a group of people headed by a guy named Richard Dennis. And he was a formal trader, and he traded futures. Well, he, in a discussion with one of the people he traded with, was, can this be taught to people? Well, they went out and they brought in a bunch of people. I think the first group was like 15 people. Some of them had a trading background and some didn't. But they gave them 1 week's worth of trading instruction. And over the next 3 to 4 years, trading the futures, they made this guy, Richard Dennis, they made him hundreds of millions of dollars. So there must be something to it. And luckily, right after that, in January of this year, I took FTI from Courtney Smith. And what he taught and what I read about from the turtles, and put it together, and I come up with this little simple trading system for Forex. And that's basically what we're going to talk about. What we call the profit curve. What the average person who's interested in trading, what they would like to see is their profit to go like that. Right? Unrealistic. Right? Unrealistic. My system is, for this year, from the beginning of the year, has gone up like that. And over the last 3 or 4 months is basically flat. The turtle trader system is able to produce 50%, 100%, 200% return a year. However, its biggest downfall is it'll go up, but then you'll have a big drop in your equity and then it'll go back up again. So this part I don't like. Yeah, I don't like the drawdown. So that's what I put into this system to stop this. So we don't have as high a growth rate, but we also don't have this. So this is basically what we'll be doing over the next couple of hours. I've got the process broken down into steps. As Steve will see, it's going to answer a lot of his questions. These are the steps that you do every day, 5 days a week, that will take you, in the beginning, maybe 30 minutes a day, but after a couple of weeks, your time spent will be down about 5 to 15 minutes today, every day. And all of these slides are in the packages that you have. Okay, if we're talking about step one, is if yesterday you placed a new order and it didn't get filled overnight, the first thing you do is you cancel that order, because we will do a new review today. And will it still qualify? We don't know, but cancel it. So then you don't have any orders sitting out there that you have no idea what's going to happen with them. Okay, our second step is we're going to move our stop loss orders. Now, if you have a trade that's open, we will move our stop loss order if required. And that's where we start talking about the dots. So, for example, if we were long this pound CAD pair, on this day, we would be moving our stop loss up behind the pink dot. Right? If at this point we were short the Aussie yen pair, every day when we do our review, we would be moving our stop loss down following the dark blue dots. On a short, our stop loss is this value plus 10 pips, because we always go 10 pips above where in this case, the high would be. And on
where does the chart actually show the value of that pair?
The pair's value is right here.
The red?
The red. Okay. It may be red if the candle is red, it'll be red. If the candle is green, it'll be green. But this is the actual price, and here it also is the price, the current price. Right? So our blue dot price is here, and our pink dot price is here. So if we were long the Aussie yen over here, we would be bringing our stop loss 10 pips below this point every day, just following it up. Any questions?
I don't think so.
Okay. Go to the next page is a worksheet. Okay, this worksheet is what we will be filling out every day when we do our analysis. Okay, on the left-hand side, this we'll see on step 3 is where we mark if there's a green ADX and there's a trend up or down. So you can see we're listed Sunday to Thursday because those are the trading days. The market opens up in California time 2 p.m. on Sunday and closes at 2 p.m. on Friday. But this bar, Sunday bar, forms when, even though the market is open sometime on Friday, that daily bar doesn't close until the market opens on Sunday. So after 2 p.m. every day is when we will look at the chart to see, okay, what's going on. And we will mark the going down the list. If we're looking here.
Excuse me, when you're talking about daily bar, What is that?
This is the daily bar.
That's
It opens up.
the blue line, or
No.
all the lines on there?
Just the candle.
The candlesticks?
bar.
Okay.
Each candlestick,
Huh.
it starts at 2 p.m. and closes at 2 p.m. And then it'll move to the next one.
I got you.
So we use the last dot or last just previous dot.
This is not finalized yet because it won't be finalized until tomorrow when the market opens again.
Oh, okay.
So we didn't do anything yesterday. We won't do anything until tomorrow when the market opens. And we know that we will then have a finalized dot. But during the week, after 2 p.m., you will get a new dot.
So if I'm doing Friday, then using the second dot, second one
Yeah.
or
You,
last
what,
one.
you won't do anything on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one.
On a Thursday, it closes.
Right. We would be just using this dot or this dot. In this case, it's a bullish. So we would be using just this pink dot here, not this one. You don't,
We don't need to go.
maybe around 11 a.m. or noon or something like that, you don't even need to watch it anymore. You just turn off the computer. So you won't even see this dot until Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't need to watch this at all.
I guess we get confused because we're looking at two dots.
Right. Well, it's a little bit confusing because today's Saturday.
Yeah.
So if we want to go quickly through this list, you can see which one. Okay, the first one on the list is the Aussie CAD, and you would make a notation. The first thing you do is check, is the ADX green? If it is, then you have to decide, is it uptrend or downtrend, right? So in this case, it started right here, right? And the price is moving up. So it's a up arrow. It's so simple.
It can't be that simple. I promise you we will find a way to complicate it.
Okay? This is the Aussie Swiss. What's the ADX tell you?
It's a red.
You don't care if it's going up or down. You ignore all that. Only the color. If it's red, next, Aussie yen. Okay? Green, and what's the price been doing?
Going up until yesterday.
Yes,
It's going up. All you're looking for is a trend. The trend will be never straight. The trend will always be up and down, up and
Is that what
down.
we're
So what happened the last day
Is that
doesn't...
what we're marking here? If it's up
Right,
or
you
down?
just put an up arrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And creating a chart. Okay.
Yeah. Next, Aussie New Zealand.
If they don't have green dash, you know.
Don't even put the name.
Well, you can put a dash.
Oh,
Yeah.
dash. Okay.
This way you fill in the hole and it doesn't look.
Maybe I forgot to look at it. I didn't know if it's-
Yeah.
Right, right. Right, so it's red. And next one is Aussie US.
Yeah.
Very simple. It's red. CAD Swiss.
Green,
Green, and which way is it moving?
down.
Going down. Down arrow.
Oh, okay.
Typically, how far back do you look? Because, you know, like on that one, it had, the last day was red, but the previous 4 or 5 days were green.
So here's,
Down back to that
it
one.
start,
The
we don't look back here
Right,
because,
makes sense.
yeah, we start here from that point and it's continued green, it's down.
Start at the beginning of the green.
Right. CAD yen.
Red,
Yeah. Next. Swiss yen.
long green.
Yeah. But you, if you looked at the daily reviews, have an open trade on this Swiss yen. So you can see there's a total of 3 micros open. Right? Here's the stop loss. And you can see the targets up there. Let's see, we can squeeze it down a bit. You can see, okay, here's the first target right here. Second target is up here someplace.
How did you do that?
We'll
Squeeze it down.
Oh, just put your
Click it
cursor right here on the right-hand edge.
Mm-hmm.
Move it up or down.
You just put the cursor there, or do you left click and drag?
Yeah,
Click and drag.
I'm left clicking on
Click
it.
and drag. Okay.
Yeah, just move it up and down. Yeah, so the Swiss yen is green and up. Euro Aussie,
Red.
Euro CAD, green and up. Euro Swiss,
Long red.
going nowhere. Make a notation about the Euro Swiss. The Swiss Central Bank has said they will not allow the Swiss franc to get stronger than this point. They said they have intervened and they will intervene if the Swiss franc gets stronger than this 1.2. So at the present time, it's not a currency we will trade, but we will mark, if it ever changes from red, we will consider to mark it. If it goes to green, we'll mark it as an arrow. But will it ever change until the Swiss government changes their mind? No. So we won't trade this one, but we will make a notation if it changes. Next is the euro pound. So green, and the green started here, and it's going up. Euro yen, green and up. Euro New Zealand, green and up. Euro US, red. Next, pound Aussie, red. Pound CAD is green.
Green up.
It's
Very short.
really weak, but it would be a bullish direction up. Bullish means up, bearish means down. Pound Swiss, green and down. Pound yen,
Green up.
Turkey.
it's starting right here
Starting up there.
and up. Because remember,
Start at the beginning of the green.
yeah, as it's moving in one direction, it will retrace and go back up and retrace. So the retracement here, you don't want to think about that, right? You just think the general trend. Pound New Zealand,
Go up and down. What?
green and ugly.
That's correct.
That's a green and down, yeah.
Yeah, it's down.
Yeah.
Down.
The
Down from
rose
the
trees
beginning.
are close to the pink dot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in reality it's green, but it's still in a sideways
Yeah.
configuration because it's just going up and down, up and down. But what we would probably mark it is, because it started here,
Yes.
it's still in a bullish. And if it's another down day, it's going to go red anyway. So
We need one more dot.
someday it'll tell us.
Yes.
So for now we go.
For now, it's still up.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't make a wiggly line?
It's an ugly line.
Red.
Yeah, pound US, New Zealand CAD,
Red.
Right.
New Zealand Swiss,
Green.
green and
Green and down.
down. Okay, New Zealand yen,
Green.
Green and
And
steady.
green. It's up.
green and
Slowly
Up from where
going
the
up.
green
yeah,
started.
it's still in an uptrend. Yeah.
Yes.
Not a strong one, but
Yes.
Red.
New Zealand US is red. Dollar CAD, green, and
Green.
it's just started going
Yeah,
up.
starts
Yeah.
going.
Dollar Swiss,
Right.
red. And the dollar yen, green and up. Okay, the reason we want to have these arrows is because the next step we go to is we're going to compare them and come up with a strength, right? Though there may be several, such as the euro and the Swiss currencies that seem to be getting stronger, maybe one is stronger than the other, right? And a couple that are getting weaker, like especially the yen, maybe the CAD, maybe one is weaker than the other. So when we put our trade together, we want to catch the strongest one and the weakest one, put them together, and trade in the direction of the strong one. That's the point of doing this, of getting the arrows.
And so when you say trade in the direction of the strong one, you are putting the weak one first and the strong one second in the pair?
Depends on the configuration of the pair.
Very sure.
These are the standard
Configuration.
configurations
Okay.
that every trading platform, no matter who has it, they have these standard configurations. Okay, we have, for example, here the pound yen. Everybody trades the pound yen, no matter what trading platform you use.
They don't trade.
Nobody has a yen pound. Right? So
How did you pick the training aids, the trade?
oh,
So there's a 40, as I know, there is a 47 major trading. So you choose the training aids. So how did you choose?
because they're the pairs that are together with the Aussie dollar, the Canadian dollar, the Swiss franc, the British pound, Japanese yen, New Zealand dollar, and US dollar. There's 8 pairs, or 8 currencies, and you put them together, you get 28 pairs.
Oh,
But those 8 currencies are the ones that are the strongest out of all the ones in the world.
They're the large,
Yeah.
most heavily traded, let's put it that way.
I mean, they call them the majors
Right.
when they're talking.
Yeah, I think that was your
Forex.
question, right? How did you pick those 8?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not my choice.
Okay.
What everybody else is doing.
Thank you for the
So-
answer.
Okay, so once we filled out our chart, we'll go to step number 4. And here's where we do the strength analysis. And we want to find out which one is strong and which one is weak. And try and put them together, and that's what we want to trade. If we're looking at, say we're looking at the Aussie dollar, US dollar pair. Okay, when we buy this pair, we are buying the Aussie dollar and selling the US dollar because it's always matched with something. Right? If we sell this pair, that means we're buying the US dollar and selling the Aussie dollar. Okay, so when we look at our the sheet that we just filled out, let's say for the Aussie US dollar, we have an up arrow. Right, the ADX was green and the trend is up. So because we're going in a bullish direction, if I analyze this pair, I can say, okay, this would be +1 and this would be -1. Because we're going up, we're buying this, selling this. And if it was going down, it'd be, just the other way around. We would be buying the US dollar and selling the Aussie dollar. Okay, we take that information and we do our analysis and come up with the strength of the pairs. On the list that we just filled out, the way we come up with the strength is the first one in the chart here is the Aussie dollar. So we go down the pairs that have Aussie dollar. If it has an arrow, okay, what did we get for the Aussie CAD?
Up.
Okay, it was up. So that means we're only looking at the Aussie dollar right now. The Aussie CAD pair, the Aussie would be, because it's going up, would be +1. So we start going down the list and adding them up. What did we come up with? The Aussie Swiss.
So this week goes flat. So it's
Okay, so that's a 0. The Aussie yen.
Aussie is going up.
Okay, now we another +1, so we're +2. The Aussie New Zealand.
New Zealand's flat.
Okay, 0. Aussie US.
US is flat.
Another 0. Then going down to currency number 9, the Euro Aussie
It's going up.
is going up. So if it's a Euro Aussie and it's going up,
Euro.
what would the Aussie be?
Oh, -1.
Be a -1. And there's one more pair, the number 16, the Pound Aussie,
That's flat.
flat. Okay, so we had a +1, a +1, and a -1. So the strength of the Aussie is +1. So we mark it on our list, Aussie +1. And we do the next, do it for the CAD. Currency pair number 1, Aussie CAD. It's just the opposite.
We keep going down the list and doing that.
Yeah, we just go through and do all the CAD pairs.
Okay.
So I said currency number 1, the Aussie CAD. It's going up. So we have 1 - 1.